Good morning, students. Today's topic is the continuation of chapter number 7, Civilizing the Native, Educating the Nation from History. And today's last three topics of your chapter are the agenda for the national education, English education has enslaved us, and Tagore, a bird of peace. So, my dear students, as I told you in my previous explanation about the different education policies which were introduced by the Britishers in British era in India. So, students, in that series of changing pattern of education and learning, each and every system of school changed by the Britishers, like 100% attendance was compulsory, and after that seat was reserved, and textbook were introduced in the pashalas, and also annual examination introduced to check out the learning capacity of the students. And after that, many Indian pundits were appointed to check out the discipline and rules and regulation in the schools of India. Alright. So, after that, in this series, Britishers also started to introduce English education, and on the basis of British ideology, English education was the better than all the languages and the pattern of education in all over the world. And they said that also it was the responsibility of Britishers to civilize Indians and introduce new knowledge and pattern of education. Okay. So after that, finally, after the spread of different new patterns of education in India, only British officials were not thinking about the education in India. On the other hand, many Indians thinkers also began to talk of the need for a wider spread of education in all over the India to educate the children and young generation. Okay, so on the basis of that, your topic number 1 is the agenda for a national education. All right. So students, as I told you above, that not only Britishers but many Indians thinkers and many people began to talk for the need of wider spread of education in all over the India, because many of them, I am talking about Indians, many Indians were also totally impressed with the developments in Europe. That's why many Indians felt that now Western education is necessary to modernize India and also young generations of India. That's why they requested to the Britishers to open more schools, colleges and universities, and also requested Britishers to spend more money on education in India. All right. So students, as I told you that above, many of them, like Indians, also were in favor of Western education, but many of them, especially Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore, were two such individuals who were against the Western education. Why? So this question we will understand that why Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore were against the Western education. So students, answer is that they said English education has enslaved us. Okay? And according to the ideology of Mahatma Gandhi argued to the people that why you all were interested to spread Western education in India. And Mahatma Gandhi said to them that colonial education created a sense of inferiority in the minds of Indians, because whatever way of education started by Britishers in India, that was in another way in which they learned to Indians that Western civilization is superior in the compare of Indians. And this thing destroyed the pride they had in their own culture. And also Mahatma Gandhi said that Western education is like a poison, and it was sinful because Western culture and way of Western education, whatever spread by the Britishers, that was too much modernized, and whatever they are following, that was a sinful, and it enslaved Indians' mind also, and it is like a evil which spell on Indians' young generation. Okay? And our Indians' young generations all are attracted by the Western education. Okay? And also Mahatma Gandhi said that whatever education given by Britishers in these institutions, on the basis of that, Indians began admiring British rule, and they were appreciating everything that came from the West. Okay? And students, Mahatma Gandhi wanted an education that could help Indians recover their sense of dignity and self-respect. That's why during the national movement, Mahatma Gandhi requested to the students to leave all the British based educational institution in order to show the British that Indians were totally against to their policy, and they were no longer willing to be enslaved. All right? And students, Mahatma Gandhi also strongly felt that Indian languages should to be the medium of teaching, because English education totally crippled or change the minds of Indians. And also, whatever education given by the Britishers in India that created distance between the common people with their social culture and surroundings. And due to the English education, our young generation totally following the culture and way of learning of the English education, which totally changed the mind of Indians and also creating a great distance between the local people and also local surrounding among the Indians with their own culture. All right. That's why Mahatma Gandhi said that Western education should like reading and writing rather than oral knowledge. That's why Mahatma Gandhi emphasis on the lived experience and practical knowledge instead of learning textbooks only. And he argued also that English education or any kind of education used to develop a person's mind and soul. And also literacy or simply learning to read and write by itself did not count as a education. And to learn something and for the development of mind and soul of children and also young generation, people had to work with their hands, like learn a craft and know how different things operated. Then this would develop their mind and their capacity to understand and learn something. All right. That's why Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore both emphasized only on the learning pattern on the basis of practical knowledge and natural surrounding, because they felt that English education has enslaved us. All right. That's why they both requested to the people and young generation to learn Indian languages and English education. Students will learn but only for knowledge. All right. So during that time, nationalist movement also began in all over the India, and also thinkers began thinking of a system of national education which would be totally different from that set up by the Britishers in India. Okay. After that, your next topic is Tagore, Abode of Peace. So, my dear students, Rabindranath Tagore started the institution or Shanti Niketan in 1901, and when he was a child, Tagore hated going to school because he said that schooling system was totally suffocating and oppressive. And also schooling system, whatever set up by the Britishers, that was totally rigid and restricting. So that's why whatever experiences gained by the Rabindranath Tagore in the school days in Calcutta, that's why on growing up he wanted to set up a school where the child was happy and where everyone could be free and creative, and where everyone were able to explore his or her own thoughts and desires. And also Tagore said that childhood used to be a time of self-learning, and teachers had to be imaginative, understand the child and help the child develop her curiosity. And according to the Tagore ideology, the existing schools system, whatever set up by the Britishers, killed the natural desire of the child to be creative, his or her sense of wonder. That's why Tagore wanted to open a kind of school in which creative learning could be encouraged only within a natural environment. So he set up Shanti Niketan 100 kilometers away from Calcutta in a natural surrounding, where living in harmony with nature, children could cultivate or learn their natural creativity. But students, in many sense, Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi ideology related to the education was similar, but somewhere Gandhi and Tagore point of view was different about Indian education. How? So students, as I told you above that, Gandhiji was highly critical of Western civilization and its worship of machines and technology. But Tagore wanted to combine elements of modern Western civilization with what he saw as the best within Indian tradition. Okay? And Gandhiji considered work with their hands, learn a craft, and know how different things operated as education, while Tagore emphasized the need to teach science and technology at Shanti Niketan along with art, music and dance. So students, as I told you above that, most of Indians were in favor of English education and many of them were against the British education. But Indians also wanted to change the Indian ideology and they wanted to make India modernized and fashionable. That's why many of them requested for an alternative system which can be created so that people were educated into a culture that was truly national with the help of modern technology, as well as like Tagore wanted. So students, what is a true national education system? It was started to debated among the people, and this discussion was continued till after independence. All right. So students, now on the basis of above example, you can understand after the introduction of British or English education in India, how Indians thinkers and also Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi saw the way of English education and how their effort changed the totally pattern of British education in India, and how whatever we are learning today and you are learning today, this is a combination of Western and Indian education system. So students, here your chapter number 7 is completed. Please read this chapter very carefully, and anywhere if you have doubt, please contact to me, and tomorrow I will send you question and answer. All right. Thank you and have a nice day.